Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on the Highlands fishing DLC. So last episode you may remember we did this quite large harvest contract. So we got all this field harvested and sold the required amount of I think it was oats that was in this field, and then completed the contract. But of course the bonus of doing that was that I got to keep all the straw. So this field is now full of my own straw bales, which I need to come and collect and bring back to my farm, and then we'll get them sold in the winter when the price is better. And that will mean that we make a lot more money out of this contract than what we otherwise would have done if we'd just collected the money and the small amount of oats that I got to keep. So I'm hoping to pretty much double my money on that contract, potentially. I got about 19,000 I think for doing the contract, so if we add up the total straw and the total amount of oats that I got to keep, I'm hoping that we'll get at least 19,000 back for that, which is going to double my money, basically, which is really, really good. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm going to take the baler back and then pick up the flatbed trailer and start loading up those bales and bringing them back and leaving them in the yard, hopefully. Although I did have an issue with that trailer last time I did that and it wouldn't unload for some reason, a bit weird. But it seems to fix itself after that, so yeah, I'm sure it's not too much of an issue. Usually things like that fix themselves by leaving the game and rejoining, so hopefully that won't happen, but I could always try that if it does. So yeah, I'm going to head back to the yard, get that trailer picked up and start loading up those bales. Right, so that's the contract field cleared of bales. Now I've got my own fields to clear as well. So we've got all the bales in this field, plus, is there some in that one? Yep, there are. So yeah, there's quite a few bales to move. Again, from this field, so it's going to add up. It's not, obviously the price of straw is not amazing on its own, but if we sell it at the best price and you times it by the amount of bales that I've got, and bearing in mind each bale is 11,000 litres in it. It's quite a lot. Like just on the trailer right now I've got 66,000 litres of straw, so yeah, it's more than it looks. So I'm hoping, yeah, for quite a few £1,000s here when I come to sell them. Not exactly sure what it's going to be yet in total, but yeah, if you add up the amount of bales that I've got, times it by about £150 for 1,000 litres, so yeah, it adds up. It's yeah, hoping for good money here, or reasonable money anyway. So I'll continue, I'll get the rest of these bales moved, and I'll come back to you when all the bales have been cleared. Okay, so that didn't turn out to be the neatest load ever, but I've got the wood products loaded up. I'm going to go and sell these because I'm going to need all the money I can get, I think, for the leasing of the equipment for the onion harvesting. So yeah, I need to get this stuff sold and get some money in the bank again. As you see there, I got exactly 2 loads of bales, which was really convenient actually. That means when I come to sell them I'll just have to do 2 full loads, and I'm going to get the maximum amount per load as well, so that's really convenient. Just check the fields to see if they are ready, but I'm guessing they are. Yes, the onions are both ready to harvest. Like I say, I wish I hadn't got this field now. I wish it was just this one because it's going to take a long time. I'd rather have had an oat field here fully, but never mind. I'll go and get this stuff sold first anyway. I need to get some fuel. This tractor is a little bit low on diesel, so I will get some for that. I think there's the fuel station's here, so I can get that on the way to going to the castle. Hopefully the castle will still take these. I know it's going to start to need some stone at some point. At the moment it's still taking just wood, but it won't be long, I don't think, before the stone is going to be required as well. But I'm very pleased with the progress so far on the castle. It's certainly a lot better than the temple. It was quite sort of, I don't know what the word is really, but doing the temple was it got a bit boring, I suppose, because every time you took loads and loads of wood, even though you're taking full articulated trailer loads of wood each time, there just was barely any progress. You couldn't really see any difference every time you took loads, and it just took forever. I never did finish it in the end, which was disappointing. I was hoping to finish it. But yeah, it looks like on this map they've sort of changed that and made it a lot more user friendly, and makes it more fun really, because it needs to be challenging but not too, it doesn't want to drag on. That's what I mean. So yeah, the temple just dragged really. It never did get finished. Whereas it looks like these productions building projects on this map are a lot more, yeah, you can actually get some progress with them, and it's more fun basically is what I mean. So I'm very pleased about that. Back to what it was like when in Silver Run Forest, when they were doing the roller coaster building project. That was quite good as well. That was, you could actually finish that within a reasonable amount of time, and you could actually ride it as well. I think the temple, I never did finish it, but I think the temple, it was just an inanimate object as well, so you couldn't even do anything with it. It was literally just there, apparently. So yeah, not a very good one, that. But much better, I think, on this map. I know that you can actually use the windmill if you build that. I haven't started that one yet, but yeah, you can actually build that. Use that, I mean, after you've built it. And the castle, I'm not sure what you can do with, but it's still more fun, I think, than the temple was. So anyway, I'm very pleased about that. Here we are at the fuel station, so I'm going to get this refueled and then head up to the castle, get this stuff delivered. Hopefully it'll take all of it, and then I think we're going to start onion harvesting. Or we also got some drilling to do. I want to get some canola in the ground in field 20 as well. But yeah, the onions I think are more of a priority because they are the big job. The drilling's not much of an issue, but yeah, doing the harvesting of the onions is, I think, going to be a little bit tedious, I get the impression, but let's hope it's not too bad. So I'll get on now and come back to you in a bit. Right, so I think it's time to probably start doing some onion work, although I have just noticed there's quite a good contract here doing cultivating, well there's two actually. Cultivating actually the field we just harvested, and this one over here, field 32. So yeah, we could do both of them. I could borrow the items for this one. It's cheaper to borrow the items for that one, and yeah, then do the other one with the same machine. So I will borrow that, and also accept that contract. Hopefully I don't regret doing that, because I don't want to have a problem with the machine, but hopefully it's fine. Okay, and I will get the helper to do both of these. I can get the helper to drive over there as well and make a start on the field. As long as it doesn't get stuck on anything. I'll have to keep a bit of an eye on it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just get this on and get it going over there on its own. Should have plenty of power to pull this cultivator with this tractor. 620, is that 620 horsepower? Don't know, it doesn't say horsepower, but yeah, it probably is, I don't know. So yeah, I'll just get it to the roadside and then hopefully it'll go off and do its thing on its own. I'll start the job and that can go off, and then meanwhile that's going to bring in some extra money for me while I get on with some onion work, or at least make a start on it. I'm not going to get too far with it today, I don't think, but yeah, we'll make a start. So yeah, field 15 for a start, so I'll go to the tractor, create job, and then we need to start in the gateway over here and then start job. So hopefully it'll get there on its own. Ah, great. Target's unreachable. I'll probably have to give it a bit more of an easier start point then, or well, I'll just get the destination to be the field entrance here for a start. I think it's probably easier. I'll just get it to drive there, and then it should tell me when it's arrived, and then I can get it to start from there. Oh dear. Right, that's off on its job. So yeah, back to this tractor now. I need some equipment for doing the onions. What's in the sale? Oh, there's a combine. A bit too expensive for me though at the moment. That's also of interest. But yeah, first of all we need to look at onion equipment. So yes, harvesting equipment. Where will it be? Onion harvesting, there we go. So yeah, do I need all of this equipment? That's the question. Or do I just need the topper? Because that's the big cost. Obviously I need that, but apparently you have to top the onions first. So what I'm thinking is getting this and then going in with this afterwards. I hope I don't need that as well. Do I need them or not? I wish I knew. Maybe there's some instructions. I'll just quickly have a look. Well, there doesn't actually seem to be anything about onions. I don't think they've added it onto the help menu, so I'm going to have to guess. I did quickly just look it up on Google, and well, there's no definitive. Some people say that you don't need it. Some people say that you do need the is it the windrower? This thing here, the windrower. Yeah. Some people say that's required. Some people say it's not. So, I definitely need this though. It looks like, so I'm definitely going to have to get this. I don't think we need lighting on it. So I'm going to lease that. So that's 3,500 before I start. And we definitely need that, although I'm not going to get that just yet. Yeah, apparently this can leave them in rows that this can pick up, so I don't think that's required necessarily. I'm going to try without it first anyway, it'd be a lot easier. So we'll give this a go. If not, I'll have to come back and get it. Right, so that goes on the front. Well, I suppose you would put the other thing on the back, but yes, do I need to actually get it or not? That's the question. Yeah, I wish there was a help guide in the game. I can't see one though. So I'll have to guess. Obviously, I haven't been watching anybody else do it. I haven't watched anybody else's videos on this series, so that wasn't very good driving, was it? You pulled out on me there. Okay. Yeah, so I'll head to the field and we'll have a look to see what it does basically. might as well start with this field here, because this is the first one I come to. It's not quite as far to go, so might as well start with the closest one. Open the gates and see how this thing works then. So you drop it down, I guess, and then switch it on. Alright, what's that doing then? Let's have a look. Yep, so that's leaving it in a swath anyway, so I don't really see the point of the windrower then, in that case. What would the windrower do that this can't do? I don't really know. It seems to be working. What I'll do, I could actually get this to do it on a helper, couldn't I? And then I can go and get the other machine and do that myself. As long as I don't need a trailer alongside that as well. And, yeah, I'll put this on a worker anyway. I'm sure that it won't do any harm to do that. Work the headlands on, start with headlands, yes, that's good. So the helper can go and do that. How's the other helper? Oh, brilliant. Well, it's got there, actually, this is in the right area, so that's good. I just need to get it out of this position and get it into the field, and then it can make a start. Is that car going to move, or is that... I think it wants to turn down here, does it? I don't know how it's ended up in this position. Oh, did it come from that direction? Maybe, I don't know. It seems to have very little handling. It's not a great setup, this, I don't think. It's not very manoeuvrable anyway. There we go. So, yeah, I'll get it to the field. Just got to go up around there and then into the field that side, and then I'll get that to make a start on the cultivating, and then I will get hold of the onion lifter, the harvester, and see if that will collect up after the top has been long and lifted the onions out of the ground. So hopefully it'll all work, fingers crossed. Well, I've made the right choice anyway not to get the windrower, because it looks like it's not required. The machine can collect up the onions off the ground after just going over it with the topper, so that was really good. That was a good saving, otherwise it would cost me another probably £2,000 in leasing, plus the time of course as well. It's going to be charging me, it's going to certainly take more than 1 hour of in-game time, or real time, to harvest these 2 fields, so yes, it's not going to be cheap this in leasing, but I'm hoping that the onions will be well worth it when I come to sell them. Another consideration of course is that I have nowhere to store them, so I will need to probably either just tip them on the ground and use the conveyors to collect them up, or actually build a root crop storage building if there's one compatible with onions. That's another issue to consider, but yeah, I need somewhere to store these, because obviously this is not going to hold many. I've taken just under 3 full loads now off the harvester, and it's almost full, so yeah, 1 more load will fill this, and then I need to find somewhere to tip them. So yeah, that's something for next time though. But yeah, overall actually it's not going too bad. I had visions of it being like the carrot harvest early on in the game when I first got it, and that was hard work, shall we put it like that. This is actually not going too bad. This is actually quite enjoyable actually so far. I quite enjoy doing it. It's not bad at all. So yeah, it's quite labour intensive, but it's not tedious like the carrots was. It's not too bad. So yeah, there we go. So that goes along, tops the tops off, and then drops the onions in a pile, or lifts them out of the ground and drops them in a pile, and then this then comes along and lifts them out of the piles and into the machine, which then you can put into the trailer or whichever vehicle you're using to load into. I think I do need to change that though to maybe do a few more headlands. I feel like it's not doing enough headlands. I need more space to turn. Don't know whether it will allow me to do that now or not, but yeah, it's not giving me an awful lot of space to turn around here. Should have set that to 6 headlands probably before I got it going, but never mind. It's not too bad, but yeah, it would have been easier with a bit more of a headland to turn on, that's for sure. And the other helper is also almost finished the cultivating, just saw that. So next time we'll get this moved across to the next field, and that will help to fund the massive costs of the machinery to do the onions, because it's not just the initial leasing cost, it's also the hourly rate as well, which I'm going to have to pay on both machines, which is going to add up, because it's going to be, I would say, a minimum of 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours to do this, to do both the fields. Probably 2 hours. I would say it would be about just over 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but it's not quick. So there will be certainly at least 2 leasing fees, hourly leasing fees to pay. Ah, good. It's finished now. That's excellent. Which means that can be folded up and it's ready to move on to field 32. But again, we'll do that next time, because there's not really... Well, I want to finish now. It's time to move on to the next episode, really. So I will leave it there for today, and then I'll continue this next time. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.